gon' slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, oh God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 780.
You ain't doing nothing, bro. You ain't doing nothing.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Sit! Look at it!
55. Hey, eat. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
20. Check three.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
Angle set. Ready? 8.
All day, every day.
20.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready? He's coming. We got double up. 8.
From the gun on third down, Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Hey, check flag 47. Check flag 47.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
20.
Both sevens to Mike. Both sevens to Mike. Here we go, G. Get up.
From the gun, here's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long out.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important. And they've done that in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They will start the drive with Scarlett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Now Scarlett. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 40. Good track.
From the 41, Newton. That's caught at the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 59 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's hauled in by Shepard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 8-3.
59. I got you, son.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, high 7. 2.
On second and 11 now. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come again.
Hey, Charlie.
Here I come again. Deuce. Mike
Operating from the gun. Jones looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
Down. 10-2 soft.
59. In your face.
Blue draw Corker. Fire.
Throwing on first down. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready.
59 mark. Check. 59. Stop your whining. Switch.
Greystone travel. Defense.
On first down, Barkley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second and 7 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
59. Here we go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
You better be afraid of me.
Action. Pilot. 64. Weak. Get it.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
6-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Double dog. Double dog. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Don't get no.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Now it's Tate. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return.
Let's get off the field. Check
80 weapon.
Check
Snap.
He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Ready, 20.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go. Get off the field, defense. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
Throwing again. Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Newton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Let's bring it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
They will go for it. Now Newton taking a shot for Samuel. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
5 yards on the pickup. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They run Smallwood, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Hey, exit, General Woods.
Mike, check.
Jones now throwing on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Jones to throw again. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Wendell Smallwood as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And now look at him go. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's get off the field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 87 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Finds his tight end, Ingram. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 8-3.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
50, plant. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
This is Gallman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Smallwood. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Gallman. And an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Operating from the gun. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's just me and you.
Let's go. Go.
It's just me and you. Hey, check 24.
2nd and 2. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Keep. Check 24. Check 24. Check. SOS.
General West. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Smallwood, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
6-6, pull it high, snap.
Again, it's Smallwood. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Giants 35, Panthers 25.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Slam. Check 99. Hey, go.
A run with Smallwood. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's good for a Giants 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Shit.
They give to Smallwood. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
What pilot? 64. Weak.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Gallman will run it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And Tate's got it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And off comes to Smallwood. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Go now. Send it over.
At the 15-yard line.
Check back.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Bravo.
Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Go.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Newton. His throw incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Go. 20.
Check 3.
20.
Third and long, it's Newton. And he's got his target, that's more. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Newton now to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Newton. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
From his goal line here, Newton. It got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alec Ogletree in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Drop. Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Get it.
Here we go on 4. Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now we're going to get a timeout. Defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
61, matchbox lights.
Going right back to Smallwood. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check out route.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
K1 short on the stop. A 2-yard gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York.
On to punt for the Giants.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready? 180. Mike 47. 8. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. 20. Check 3.
Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it.